back to the actual reading, because I know I said I was going to do a reading from your person. I tell you all the time, heaven is a place on earth with you. You can do whatever you want to. I really do feel like your connection is heavenly, like it's heaven-led. Maybe you're both getting into your religious phase, getting into God, but they feel like you're divinely gathered to be here together. And aren't you just so glad you waited for them? Aren't you just so glad you waited for this transformation? Of you stepping into your power and getting what you want? Of you being the Empress? Do you think that Rihanna settled when she got with ASAP? Do you think she's glad she waited as long as she has in order to get tuned with her soulmate who can support her and guide her in all the directions she wants to go? 111. Has she not become so iconic since the time that she started this relationship? Has she not expanded into all her business ventures and all her present goals the way she's wanted to? Yes, she was an icon and a legend and a formidable person before, just like you are. But has this relationship not given her her flowers and crowned her in victory? Isn't that what you deserve? Exactly that. Exactly because it's your calling, exactly because you're calling it in. And I'm seeing there have been some false people in the past, some people in the past who were promises, who were false icons, who you thought, this is my person. He's so manly, he's so strong, he's so chivalrous, whatever. And you thought that that would be it, that it would not end in heartbreak. And unfortunately, it ended in heartbreak. But what have you learned from that? That settling is wrong. That when you look around and you don't see everything you want in a person reflected back to you, that taking that offer is wrong. 222 on my clock. You are made for true love. You are made for true connection. You are made for passion and purpose. So waiting for that cannot be wrong. Being so goal-oriented and focused on that and devoted to that, and outside of the time lapse, still thinking about that and not feeding into or weighing into the delusions of, if it doesn't come right now, then I can't wait or something. Like, what has this waiting period taught you? What have you gotten closer to? Who? Who have you become? What have you learned since you've been on God's clock waiting for God's timing to find true love? And I'm getting, this is also the number 6, VI. What's coming to you is owed to you. It's owed to you because of your karma. It's owed to you because of the intentionality that you've had with it, that you've put into the world. And it's owed to you because of your control. What you've got going on in the discernment department, in the mental. Because through all these phases of lack, God has been teaching you the mental. God has been teaching you discernment. God has been teaching you what it looks like when it's wrong. You see? So you've gotten there, to the doorstep, to the threshold of your blessing. Not because you have been unworthy, but through your worthiness. Through each new challenge, a chapter unlocked. 414. A guide, renewed, informed, formed as a person. You know when something's right for you. You know what that connection looks like. So hold on. What I'm saying is don't fold before you have a winning deck of cards, before you win at life. Look truly to what's for you. I'm not saying this in a card addiction way, by the way. We do not conform or support to that. I'm saying this like, it is your time now to shine. It is your time to be right there, to choose that loving, kind, considerate, oneness, wholeness, divine knowingness, lovingness of a relationship. You are at God's gate for that. So when the time comes, when your name is called, step forward and answer. Release all the baggage and all that's not serving you and all that's holding you back now, so that you can enter God's temple, the creation, the church of your wedding, with a free heart, with a free pen to sign the contract, and an open mind for what you're stepping forward into and what you're leaving behind. Because truly, if you think about that greatness of that scale, you don't mind waiting here for some time at this threshold on this doorstep. You don't mind that it takes a while for your turn to be called, because this is a monumental moment for you. 555, and you want to be prepared for you. You want to be there on the divine timeline, in the divine time. And that is what this season, what this period of waiting is teaching you. How to own your own creation, how to hold on to it, how to be at God's doorstep and be grateful and live in gratitude and live in knowingness, and that it's all happening. It's all attracting to you. It's all building into what you want in this world. So you do not have to be desolate. You do not have to be on a poverty timeline. You do not have to be out of control. You can transform, and you can build anew. And all I'm saying is, God's got you. And when God's got you, this is happening for